Work in 10 years, by 2030, will be unrecognizable from when I started my career in 1990. Who, what, when, where, and how work is done is completely undergoing massive transformation in terms of people's expectations, what people want from work. We are a global, disruptive economy, and culture matters every single day to your people more than you ever can imagine. This is about disruption, not change.
With my keynotes, they're going to be focused around the topic of cultural agility, the ability for you to be agile as a culture. And that agility is founded on 4 core practices that I teach in my keynotes and in my workshops. You have to be in touch with the idea that culture is the operating system for performance in your organization and innovation.
And I want to help today frame up a few foundation core elements of what it means to go through disruptive change. But I want to make this personal to begin with. So I want you to imagine right now a personal transformation that you've made in your own life, a change where you broke the mold and you went for something big that you really wanted and that you knew was going to require some fairly significant lifestyle changes, whether that was to create a TED Talk, whether it was to run a marathon, whether it was to start a new business venture. How does that feel? How did that feel to you when you were undergoing that process? There was discomfort and anxiety, but the more that you were connected to your why, the more that you were connected to your personal mission in it, the more it fueled the energy, the enthusiasm, and the excitement. When I speak to CEOs, I hear that kind of energy, I hear that kind of enthusiasm. They are transforming an organization. They come into, often when I'm speaking to them, they're coming in brand new to the role, and they have a big vision. And they speak with that kind of energy and that kind of commitment. But when we ask those same questions of people that work in the organization, the mood changes completely. There's a lot more anxiety, frustration, disbelief, burnout. And that's the predominant tone in which organizations are undergoing change initiatives today.
You have to start building change as a capability, not as something that you respond to or react to when the external circumstances present, but build in the constant innovation engine within your business, which is in itself change. Apple was created as a company founded on innovation. So their culture supports, all of their culture, their structure, their strategies, and their processes all support ongoing change. Very few companies are built that way.
So why is there such a difference between what happens in our personal lives when we undergo transformation versus what happens in organizational life? And I want to offer you that I think that it's really, really simple. That it comes down to that personal connection that we each have with personal transformation. So personal transformation is self-driven, it's self-empowering. It feeds on itself because we are connected and we are the entity undergoing the transformation. Organizational change is scary, it is disconnected from humans, it is often done to you, whereas change is something that we choose for ourselves. And this is something that I wish leaders really got and understood, because it would make their journey of transformation so much faster and so much easier.
Culture change is complex. So we created a how-to manual called the Culture Builder Toolkit that outlines step by step the 4 stages of how you go about transforming a corporate culture.
We have 4 distinct generations in the workplace, all with very, very different value systems. This has created a gigantic opportunity around culture as a competitive advantage, because culture is the unifying force for a tribe of people.
So one of the core pieces I speak on is how you're going to evolve, not just to attract customers, but to understand that you actually have two customers and the other one is your employees. And how are you going to attract and retain the right talent that's going to lead you into this transformational era effectively?
There are 4 core foundational elements of leading cultural agility, which is the ability to understand, think, and move with speed and intention. And the first one is about understanding you live in a two-kingdom world, that you have two customers, that the yin and yang concept of something made whole by the presence of the other means you can no longer see your end buyers as the people who you serve singularly, but that your employees will only serve your customers by how well you treat them. Culture matters. Let's figure out how to make it really count in your business. Thank you.